Commitment. The act of binding yourself intellectually or emotionally to a course of action. The Founding Fathers, like George Washington, were dedicated to having freedom in the newly formed United States. The men at the Alamo were dedicated to the independence of the state of Texas. But the dedication of those acts are dwarfed by the dedication of Kelly France to the MLC Theater. Kelly France is a true warrior. France is a fourth-year senior at Midland Lutheran College. He is majoring in general business with minors in English and theater. Kelly was born and raised in the thriving metropolis of Gothenburg, Nebraska, a vast 239 miles away. Everyone knew Kelly was destined for great things when at the age of 8 he single-handedly saved a sinking van full of kittens. Kelly also tamed the legendary wild bull Taurus while still in elementary school and taught him to be fluent in American Sign Language. Kelly has an inquisitive mind that never ceases to reach the boundaries of the human condition. Kelly enjoys critically critiquing classic films and television programs. His favorites are Casablanca and The Honeymooners. Kelly spends most of his day enriching his mind and strengthening his intellect. Kelly has read the classic novel War and Peace 112 times. He has started reading it again, in German. Finally, Kelly is a rabid connoisseur of fine dining and reviews the eclectic cuisine choices that the blossoming Fremont culinary community has to offer. He has also been known to spread his wings and develop his recipes of his own. Kelly's involvement with Midland Lutheran College Theater has been extensive. He has been called an influential proponent of MLC Theater, the cornerstone of theatrics at Midland Lutheran, the quintessential thespian of our generation. Kelly has been called... Okay, so Kelly probably hasn't done those things, but his dedication to MLC Theater should go without question. Let's take for example his work on the upcoming MLC Theater production No Exit. Following each showing of this production, Kelly will star in the one-man play Drinking in America. Let's see what type of work Kelly actually does for the theater. First things first, Kelly has to meet with the production team. MLC has invited a number of different directors to direct plays on campus. Each one brings a unique artistic vision to the table, and it's Kelly's job to connect with them and bring their dreams to life. Here, Kelly is going to a production meeting with the director and Jim Loeb. After getting the artistic vision set and sketched out with paper and pencil, it's time to start getting the theater and stage prepped and ready. This often means moving furniture, equipment, or even painting the floor of the theater. Whatever it takes, Kelly's there to do it. But set design is what Kelly really loves to do. He's been working with power tools his entire life, and has learned to construct intricate and sturdy sets. He once built a 2-story house that acted as a set that reached 20 feet in the air. Kelly always follows proper safety techniques and guidelines, as seen here by wearing safety goggles. His motto, measure twice, cut once, and keep cutting until it works for you. It seemed to be working for him. The Midland Lutheran College Theater Workshop is his domain, and he controls any and everything within it. But despite what it looks like, he can't actually kneel on walls. That was my fault. Kelly has an extreme attention to detail, as seen with this work on this mantelpiece for No Exit. Audience members usually won't even notice special touches like this, but Kelly does 100% on every job. Now that the set is done, it's time for Kelly to move on to the control booth. This is where the real fun starts. Kelly learned to run the light board years ago. He can use the computer program to design an infinite number of intricate lighting changes for every play. There are hundreds upon hundreds of buttons on that light board, and Kelly is the master of every single one of them. Seen here, he is programming a lighting change in between scenes for No Exit. Kelly also manages props for most play productions. Kelly is in charge of purchasing props when necessary, fabricating props, and organizing them in the storage area for others to find. For his performance of Drinking in America, Kelly has got to set up the spotlight, which requires him to go to the catwalks of Kimmel Theater. Kelly is also in charge of making sure different lights are focused on the correct areas of the stage, and making sure they have the correct gels or coloring in place. It's funny, because Kelly is usually the one working the lights, not basking in them. But that's just like him. In the theater, there's nothing Kelly hasn't done. His dedication is proven through his work. His work is defined by his dedication. Midland Lutheran College Theater is what it is today because of Kelly France, a true warrior.